Hey, did you know you could go to colinmullen.com in order to get art and art prints? That's why I set up the website, colinmullen.com. So, hey everybody, this week's painting is the best of 3 that I attempted to do, and I really just was not happy with any of the things that I was working on this week. It's just a stupid hands week. I just could not get it together, and that happens sometimes. This one I'm going to say is the worst painting that I'm going to do this year. And has been done this year so far. I'm seeing that as a positive, that this is the bottom, and I don't think it's that bad. I just think that I could do better. And that's where I'm at with this one. It's a creepy looking dude, and it's because I couldn't think of what to draw, or when I tried to draw things, it just did not work. Happens sometimes. I put out a video a while ago talking about how I think that art college is good for you, and it was good for me, I guess, is what I should say. But the more and more I've been thinking about it, the more and more I've realized that, one of the things that I really want to do with this channel, and one of the things that I wanted to do with this channel in the first place, was to be able to make it so that way you could just get the information that I got from art college, but here. I'm not going to be able to do the art history stuff. I did not do good in art history. That's just not a thing that I'm going to do for y'all. I'm sorry. I'm kind of dumb on that front, and I will mention it when I remember it and when I can link it to the things that we're talking about. But by and large part, I want this channel to be a alternative to art school. So that way you can be in the right mindset, you can be in the right thought process for doing art and making your art better. That's kind of the whole gimmick, I guess, if you want to call it anything, of this channel. And what I've realized is that for a lot of people, it's just so hard for me to argue that you should go to school for art. I mean, I argued against myself for years going to art college. I put myself through a whole bunch of crap to go to a whole bunch of different classes that I did not want. I studied pharmacy stuff for a bit because I'm it won't take that much time on my day. Pharmacy tech, that would be a decent job. It pays well, blah, blah, blah. Probably should have done that for money reasons, but I felt like I was going to just absolutely lose my mind if I did that for too long. And so I dropped out of that. And I think that way more important than anything else is how much you want to do art, how much you want that to be a part of your life. I was mentioning it just today, that I can't imagine that many of the people that I went to school with are artists. You know what I mean? They're doing art on the regular. I think that school really pushed them to do a regular regimen of doing art, and then they just fell off after that. They just kind of got lazy about it, lax about it. There's, aside from myself, maybe 1 or 2 people that I could see still doing art in a professional, consistent way. And yeah, of course, you got to have a day job. You got to do your actually make money stuff, because making art generally does not make money. And I'm afraid for the future of what AI is going to bring us. Not because the quality of it is getting better, though that is true, but because people are devaluing art in a certain way, and that's just bad. And I think that what needs to happen is that you need to, more so than anything, really dedicate your time and interest to doing art, improving yourself through art. If you're on this channel, if you're subscribed to me, little plug, ring the bell, all that crap, you are doing that. You are pushing yourself towards that goal, and you need to just keep up with it. Try and, have a regimen of some sort. You don't have to touch the canvas every day. I don't. But I would recommend that you have a schedule, and one that is not budgeable. One that you can't just push it to the side and go, well, I can't really do that right now. Because without that accountability, a lot of people won't. I mean, that's one thing that art school did for me, was it drilled in my head that I needed that accountability of getting a bad grade effectively for not actually, pushing through all the time. And I did really enjoy learning about painting and learning about how painting was my media. And learning that gouache more recently was my media by just stumbling into it and trying it because I thought it would be neat to try. And I think that's really the thing that pushed me over the edge of going, oh, I didn't need art school for that, I guess. I do really appreciate the time and the energy and the money that went into going into getting me into school, but it's so expensive nowadays. And so what I want this channel to be and what I want to do for you is to really fill in those gaps for you and give you an art education that is good and that you can use as a way to become a professional artist, or at least do art more than you are now, or do art better than you are now. And I'm hoping that I can, give that to you and be just down to earth and real about what it is to be an artist, to reuse canvases, to have bad art weeks consistently, and realize that does not make you a bad artist. That makes you someone who does art, and you just have these issues. I hope that these videos are helpful to you. And I don't know what all y'all need to know, what all you guys are looking forward to knowing, or what you need from this channel. And so this is just a cry for y'all to just, what do you guys want me to talk about? Because unless if you live in one of those countries where school is free, like college is free, and you can just go to school and take some art classes, then it's so hard for me to recommend it. I would recommend it as a side thing on a semester where you have particularly easy classes, because art school is not easy. You will be run through the ringer. It is expensive. You'd think that there's no books and it'd be cheap. Nope, you got to buy all those art supplies, and those aren't cheap. You wouldn't expect paint to be as expensive as it is, but it is. It's very expensive, especially in the quantities that you're going to be using it. So, if bar nothing, I would recommend doing that if you're already going to college. And I think that art school is incredibly useful, but if you want to pursue a career in it, more so than anything, it's going to be that drive to actually do it. Because there's something to be said about the survival rate of artists, of being able to go to college and then get an art career going. So, what do you guys want me to talk about in the future? And if these videos are helpful to you, consider subscribing and maybe donating some money on patreon.com/RevScarecrow. I'm doing so good at these ad reads. Let's go. That's what the people at the $5 tier or more did, and a bunch of other people as well. But the people at the $5 tier get access to the subscriber/Patreon/Ko-fi now Discord, and also you get your name shouted out in the credits here, starting with my mom and dad. I love you. Thank you, Wapfu. Thank you, Tophoundor. Thank you, Split. Thank you, Sophia Nope. Thank you, Skelecorgi. Thank you, Reverend Joe. Thank you, Pig Wrestler. Thank you, Mortis. Thank you, Michael Carr. Thank you, Micah. Thank you, Mario Pereira. Thank you, Makuna Aran. Still not getting that right. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Lunar Ray. Thank you, Kayla Hollinger. Thank you, Katie Valent. Thank you, Josepher. Thank you, Gabriel Bennett. Thank you, Freak Wannabe. Thank you, Egg. Thank you, Count Cannoli. Thank you, Chiptune Glitch. Thank you, Bep. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Aggiewag. And thank you, Ants. Real tiny little ants today. It's like 9 o'clock at night, and the clocks are springing forward tomorrow on Sunday. So, tiny ants today. Again, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys would like me to talk about in future Artcade videos, so I can supplement your art education and give you guys the stuff that I learned in art school without actually having to have you guys pay for art school, because I think that's insane, and I don't think that you guys should have to pay as much as I did to go to art school. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.